Hello everyone, this is Super Comic Girl. Welcome back to my channel. So I do comic book hauls, comic book reviews, and so much more. So this is not a comic book related type of video. I just kind of wanted to review the show Let the Right Ones In, because there was a movie that was the same title, and so when I saw that it was a show, I was like, okay, great, this looks really promising. So I'm going to do a review of episode number 1, and then when I'm done with episode 2, I'll do a review of that. So normally I don't do reviews of TV shows that are not comic book based. However, because it's the spooky month of October, I decided, heck, just going to go ahead and do reviews of the show because I am thoroughly enjoying it. So, I've got Showtime, and this is basically where it's at. And so the first episode of it is basically this father and daughter is returned back to New York. They got an apartment. And the thing about it is that it is, I think it's a 2-bedroom apartment. I'm not exactly sure. It might be a 1-bedroom. But the bathroom has no windows. And the reason that he chose this apartment to have, for no windows in the bathroom is because he is intending to turn it into his daughter's bedroom. Now, people might think that's a little odd, but the fact that she happens to be a vampire is the huge reason why the bathroom is her bedroom. So, yeah. So, it's a virus, which is really interesting, that this is essentially a virus that somebody is infected with, and they develop like the inability to be out in the sun, the hunger for human blood, and I'll be covering the third one in the next the review of it. So they come back to New York, and his daughter is supposed to be at least 20, might be 22. I got to check to see how old she was when she became infected, but she is supposed to be in her 20s. She is forever stuck in the body of a child, which has for people that think that, oh wow, she's never going to grow old and never die. And the problem is her caretaker is not ageless. So he does in fact grow old. So she's not the only one that you have a parental figure that's trying to cure her. There is a rich man whose son got infected by the same virus, and he also developed the same traits. Unlike with her, he lives in I believe in a basement / laboratory where he has all the stuff that he likes to do. And he got burned in the sun, so he's like in that room away from the sun. So both parties are trying to find a cure for this virus, which I thought was, like I said, it's a very interesting take on vampirism. I really do like, yes, you have one character that's extremely rich, but he's using his limited or unlimited resources for his son, which I really happen to like. I like the fact is that he's using his money for the benefit of his son, which I thought was really great. He loves his son a lot. He loves his son so much that he's willing to subject his son to these experiments, hoping to find a cure for his condition. He covered up his son's death by saying that he died in a hunting accident, so that allowed him basically to be buried without anyone suspecting the truth, which there's probably a very good chance he was not embalmed, obviously. Um, Another interesting thing about the episode was that when she licked his blood, she was automatically able to tell that he was on a drug, and this drug that he was on, or he is on, is the same drug that the rich guy developed that became an addiction. So spoilers for people who have not watched the first episode. The little boy's father gets his throat slit, and he gets turned upside down to basically drain him of all of his blood, which of course the guy who is the girl's caretaker basically runs back home to give it to his daughter so his daughter can quell her hunger. She doesn't, unlike in Interview with the Vampire, where they like glorify or they just really love being vampires, she does not like being a vampire. She absolutely hates it. This is not like, oh, the evil vampire thing. No, she absolutely cannot stand the idea of being a vampire. And her father really does try, everything to try to help his daughter out. And if he has to kill people to do it, he'll do it. It definitely does have its horror moments, but that does not size up the entire episode. There's only a couple of horror moments, and and also thing was, when he killed the guy, he made sure that he got out of the way before the blood came forward, indicating that he knows, or not indicating, but he does know that when you slit someone's throat, the blood goes forth, and so this keeps him from getting covered in it, and that way, he's, I don't know what he's saying in Spanish, but apparently he might be that please forgive me for what I've done, or something like that. It was very interesting. I did enjoy it. The New York thing is awesome. It's very like, the rats are just, just like, oh my god, it's just so, like, it just made me squirm in my seat, because I just can't stand rats. I just can't. But it was an awesome episode. I just decided to see what it was all about, because it is the spooky month of Halloween, and vampires are the top favorite movie monster, and this definitely is a change from your typical vampire, where either they're possessed by a demon or they are in love with the fact is they can't die, and it becomes like this whole infatuation with like the person that turned you and everything like that. So yeah, it was, like I said, it was a really good episode, and I think these drop on Saturday. I don't know. But I'm definitely going to be watching the third episode. I'm currently on the second. I'm almost done with the second. And, there was a lot of, like, hostility, like, anger between the daughter and the father of the rich guy. And she likes to remind him of all the shit that he did to her. And, it's, I think they both have, ego issues. That's just my own personal opinion. They both are too stubborn to realize they are both identical in mannerism. So I'm going to end there. Hope you guys enjoyed the review. I know it's not a comic book based review, but I really, really wanted to do these reviews because I really think that this show is has promise. So I'll see you guys around. Bye.